Hello everyone. So I have done some major improvements into my grass system. So actually these trees are implemented or spawned using the grass foliage system that we had implemented. As you can see here, I have 120 FPS and you can see the unit graph as well. And as I fly further and as new chunks are added to the infinite world, you see still the FPS managed to stay in a high range. So here I have speed up a little bit. So here you can see this hitches happen as I move fast across the landscape, but still FPS is acceptable. And everywhere I go, I have trees and I have grass. And yeah, different kinds of trees as well. So trees are low poly, of course, but those are demo assets. You can use any kind of asset you want. So yeah, so now let me explain a bit about what's changed. So this is one of the main things. We have this grass grid size parameter now in our grass asset. Let me open one of them and explain. Here, this grass grid size. It's easier to show that with the larger tree. So let me use this HISM pine, and here let me disable clustering for now. So if I disable clustering, and here if I play the game again, you will see pine is spawned in a grid. There is no clustering, so pines trees are everywhere. And here I still do have this jittering position jitter. So this means here is the grid size in centimeters 2000, so 20 meters, and the jitter means across the grid size how much the position can change. So 0.5 would mean it can move like up to 1000 centimeters in either direction. And regardless of where the jitter happens, the instances will always be in the grounded properly. Now here, if I disable this fully and preview, now you see the grass is in a perfect grid. Not the grass, these trees. So yeah, so that's what the significance of jittering. And also here, if you increase this to 5000, this is how it looks in a 5000 grid. Okay, now the clustering means, well, just like this. So we can have some natural looking clustering instead of spawning them on a grid. So we have empty space in between in the landscape, which is good for always gameplay. So here, now once I enable clustering, you get these additional parameters that says number of clusters for that can be on a chunk, a landscape chunk, and cluster radius and cluster fall off. You can see what the explanation for each of these parameters when you hover over them. So once I enable clustering, let me move this back to 4000. That's what we were using. And here, oh, we don't have jitter, so that's why. Now you see the pine trees are not everywhere, but still they are in the grid because we disabled jitter. So let me enable it so we can break the grid looking. Yeah, see, now it's looks more natural. So if you want these trees to be more close together, what you can do is grid size. we'll make it 1000. And we see more trees. Plus together, more days. So yeah, depending on your requirement, you can customize this to have whatever the look you want. And even from not just the trees, grass that is on ground level are using the same system here. But I think grass could be a little more denser. So yeah, make this 1 to 8. Actually, you don't need to 1 to 8. I was in that kind of a 1632 kind of a resolution. That's why I did 1 to 8. But now you don't have to. And jittering is there. Closer, yeah. Now we see grass as well. And for grass, I haven't enabled clustering because I don't think it's good for grass, something like grass. But if you are using something like a small bush, you can definitely use clustering. And yeah, this is what cluster fall off means. Soft fall off means a gradual decline of the number of instances from the center of the cluster towards the edge. And when you have a higher fall off, you will see a much steeper decline in the number of instances away from the center of the cluster. And some more technical detail if you're interested. This formula is to make sure that as the player moves around and comes back, the trees are removed and respawned, but still we can make sure that everything is spawned in the same location because everything is fully deterministic. And yeah, we have the density parameter as well, this one, which defines the probability of spawning on each point. So combined with clustering, you can define the behavior of each foliage in related to clustering and how they are grown. So yeah, those are the updates, and as always, updated project files will be available for download here in the Patreon page. Link could be in the description below. And update is also available will be also available through Fab as well. And also, if you are interested in creating yourself a system similar to this, you have this playlist that I have created a while ago. Everything is implemented from scratch and explained. You can follow these episodes and implement a similar system by yourself too. So feel free to check it out. I'll leave the link to full playlist in the description below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, see you in the next episode. Goodbye.